Hello, my friends. Today I am back to recap the latest episode of Drag Race Season 17, Monopulence. Before we begin, please follow me on Instagram at official Mistress Mercury or subscribe to my YouTube channel, link in bio. With this TikTok ban about to hit, I can still make videos because I live in Australia, but my US followers won't be able to watch them unless you're subscribed or following me on these other platforms. So please do so if you want to keep seeing my face. The queens walk back into the workroom after Hormona's non-elimination, and they're all thrilled that she's still here. Can I just say that I die hard love Hormona? Like, she has grown on me so much. I love how she took Raven calling her sadness on the pit stop and actually came as sadness to DragCon. This tells me that she's a very good sport, and I find that endearing. We reflect back on last week's Untucked, where Joella told Lana Ray that her talent performance was one note. Coming from you, Joella? Hormona then asks Joella if she had to hold up her wig during Raider Queen. This might be one of the best reads because they were both dressed as Marie Antoinette, but clearly Hormona's was better. She also says to Joella that her drag is off the rack, to which Joella responds, "Fix your mug." I don't agree with that. I think Hormona has a stunning mug. So it's a new week in the workroom and the girls have no idea what's coming. The edit is there because Anya says that cliques are starting to form and she's wondering how the game will affect those relationships. Well, we soon find out. At that moment, Rue enters the workroom and announces that for this week's Maxi Challenge, the queens will be designing looks based off of the iconic board game Monopoly. The queens need to reach into the pit crew's community chest and retrieve property deeds. These property deeds come with an assigned color and also an actual monetary amount that the queens win. Lana gets the biggest amount of $400, only for Crystal to steal it off her. However, Lana gets her revenge when she picks up another card that allows her to take $200 off another player, and of course she takes it from Crystal. So once the queens are split into groups per color, Rue announces that this is not a team challenge. Their outfit must scream Monopulence and they will be going at it alone. Lucky is particularly concerned about using conventional materials when she's used to using unconventional materials, and I mean, the edit was there. At this point, I need to get merch that says the edit was there. Joella is in the same unconfident boat. She asks Acacia for help on everything. I mean, at this stage of Drag Race, how do you not know how to sew? Take a class. On the other hand, Jules and Ariete are super confident as they are skilled seamstresses. But who cares about any of that? Because at that moment, Rue drops a bomb in the workroom. She puts those Raider Queen receipts down and leaves destruction in her wake. As expected, the alliance between Lana Ray and Ariete is exposed. Lydia is confronted for putting Sam Star's talent in last place. And Anya learns that Jules wasn't living for her talent show. This particular friction definitely adds to the storyline that continues later on. On Elimination Day, the drama continues when we learn that Lexi had confronted Hormona about using her own stones on her garment. This is a big no-no, you cannot use your own stones, therefore Hormona had to remove them all. And she was not happy. Now guys, I am in two minds about this one. I saw Naomi Smalls on the pit stop say that Lexi was a snitch, basically, and that's not a good look on her. But on the other hand, we don't know how any of this was delivered. In a way, maybe it's good that Lexi told Hormona that, because imagine if Hormona went on the main stage wearing her own jewels and then was put in the bottom for it. But let me know what you guys think. And the drama keeps on coming when Jules expresses her frustration that Anya took all of her trimmings. Anya says that Jules doesn't own the trim, but for Jules, it's about the principle. When the queens were given free rein to grab their materials, it's kind of assumed that whatever they claimed was theirs. Guys, what do you all think? I'm sort of with Jules. I feel like it's almost a courtesy thing, but also we know that Anya was in the top and Jules was safe, so really they had no reason to worry. So on the main stage this evening, we have RuPaul looking very monopulent. We have Michelle Visage, T.S. Madison, and extra special guest judge Sandra Bernhardt. I love Sandra. I have seen her in Will & Grace. She made 2 guest appearances, and Will & Grace is my favorite television show, so I was already familiar with her and I love her. Category is Monopulence, and I gave my top 2 to Crystal Envy. You guys know I love blue, and I was so shocked that this wasn't in the top. This is not a safe look in my opinion. This is a top look. She looked amazing. She took my breath away, and dare I say, I like this more than Sam's. I don't know. What do you guys think? So it's time for the judges' critiques, and sadly, Lucky is in the bottom because her garment is just too rough. Michelle says it doesn't show off her skills. Arietti is in the top for her silhouette and expert construction. She looked absolutely gorgeous. Corey is in the bottom. She's commended for giving body, but this is not opulent. In fact, T.S. Madison says she looks like a cheap prostitute. T.S. Madison is also not living for Joella's outfit, and Michelle says she needs to step up her game. Anya is told she's giving rich bitch energy, and honestly, it is the way that Anya sold it that put her in the top. She looked $1 million. Now, in my opinion, it could have used a little bit of editing, but I get what they were saying. Sam Starr is told that she has such a presence. She really is in her pageant bag. I mean, this is beautiful. I will admit though, I'm not living for the bottom half of this dress, but that's just me. I don't know if it's the placement of the ruffles, but something about it threw me off a little bit. However, we can't deny that it's not excellent and top tier. Back on the main stage, Sam wins the challenge. Congratulations. Corey King is saved, which makes sense because out of the bottom three, hers was the most put together, so that leaves Lucky Stars to lip sync against Joella. They performed to The Way That You Love Me by Paula Abdul, and the minute Lucky lost her shoes, I was like, girl, you in danger. I agree with Joella that Lucky was doing a bit too much on the main stage, and whilst Joella didn't give an amazing performance, she was front and center, her lip sync was tight. So Joella gets to stay and Lucky gets to pull a lever for the badonkadunk tank. And of course, Michelle's seat doesn't move because as if they're going to save Lucky after they just saved Hormona. They only get one more chance with this twist and they don't want to use it straight away. That would completely kill the momentum. This is the thing about rigged twists like this, is we know exactly where they're going. And so we say goodbye to Lucky Stars. Never in my wildest dreams would I have picked Lucky Stars to be the pork chop of the season, especially after seeing her promo look. She was in my top 3. I really feel like we were robbed of some of the incredible runways that she would have brought down the line. And I've said this a few times now, but I just feel like Drag Race doesn't favor alternative queens. Also, how was Lydia, Jules, and Crystal safe? Like, to me, one of them should have been in the top. Anyway, my friends, let me know what you thought of this week's episode. Did you agree with the judging? What did you think of the designs? Who had your favorite look? I don't agree with a lot of the judging, but I do like the concept for this design challenge. Next week, the queens will be recreating some iconic Drag Race moments, so that should be interesting. I'm so excited to hear all of your thoughts. To my US followers, if you follow me on Instagram or YouTube, you'll get to keep up with my recaps and all my videos, so please follow me on there. And I'll be back soon with another video, probably part 2 of my Redoing Global All-Stars series.